I mean, both of them spoke so well. The only one I disagree with is to say investigating the allegation against Bobrisky as it is, I mean, as it has come to light, is a distraction. I disagree with you, and I always. The expose, okay, fine. The House of Representatives is none of their, supposedly it's not their business. It's called, parliamentary redundancy. They should spend much time investigating all these things, the rots, especially of the tens of thousands of people who have either been illegally locked up, even the ones legally locked up and all that, right? The allegation made by Bobrisky was that he never stepped into that prison or slept there. He was given a flat outside. That is a crime, not the VIP treatment you are talking about, okay? And of course, for those who saw him when he came out, you can tell he never spent any day there. Officer said, no, he was there for 3 weeks. Then after that, they moved him out. Maybe that was when he now moved to that flat outside the prison. So that's now like a crime. It is fine. The VIP treatment and the bribery is a crime, right? But it seems like it's available to everybody, including yourself. But him not being in prison after 3 weeks, because Fisayo actually did his own investigation. The first guy, he said he investigated, and indeed, Bobrisky was in prison in Kirikiri for just 3 weeks. After that, he was never there again. So who moved him in their private cars to this new flat and all of that? How much did he pay them and all that? That is a crime. So don't ever say that's a distraction. It's not a distraction. Because little by little, now drop by drop, the whole place, this flood of corruption that everybody is swimming in, drop by drop, right? That's how it came to be. So it's not a distraction, just so you know. But this one is a distraction, where we now found the APC, Egbekebe, Southwest, singing Yoruba anthem. Kilo mean. They were in a hotel today, right? The people that have destroyed Yoruba land, destroyed Yoruba people, impoverished us, all for power. They are singing Yoruba anthem. What are they up to?
Most distinguished Senator, thank you very much. Senate Leader of the 10th Assembly, thank you very much. God bless you. I'd like to quickly, a doctor, a 3-in-1 doctor, and their father in Lagos State, Dr. Prince Tajuddin Olusi. Can I have a round of applause for him, please? I want to welcome all of you, our governors serving and former, all of you, our deputy governors serving and former, political office holders, leaders of our party in the Southwest, members of the most forward-looking, most attractive of the party that will take Nigeria to the promised land, the APC. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you. Please, let's give ourselves a round of applause for being here this afternoon. We will not be wasting too much time, as I've been told. I would like to immediately invite to the podium to give his welcome our zonal chairman, the irrepressible
Odua. And yet see what they have done to the Yoruba people, to the Yoruba land. Go to Ogun State. Go to Lagos State, which is the mega city. Go to Ondo. Go to Ekiti. Go to Ogun. Go to all the lands of the Odua, supposedly Yoruba land, and see what these rogues have done to our people. Impoverished them. Now they are Odua, singing Odua anthem, Abi Yoruba anthem at APC, Egbekegbe's program, where all they will do is to further plot on how to further impoverish our people. We got the message. That is a distraction. It is. Can you imagine singing that with those crook? I know. Anyway, I have overshot my own time, like so far off. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it so far. Did you enjoy your night with me? Or was it boring? I don't think so. Was it? Now let's take calls. Because I know some of you probably want to add one or two things. Tomorrow is Sunday, so there's no rush. Are you working tomorrow? No. So yeah, but if you really have to go, right? Like the broadcast, subscribe to my channel, right? And then, yeah, share this as well. If you're still going to be with us this evening, there's so much we have shared this night. And you might have one or two things to add to it too. So I'm going to go on a short break. When I come back, the line will be opened. And you can call in and be part of the chat this evening. I'll be right back. tongue. So it is now official that Fubara and his guys, they have demolished with a Wike's structure, and it was done in such a what do you call it? In such a surgical way that it will be pretty much like difficult, if not impossible, for with a Wike to shakara Fubara anymore. I don't know how the supposed Rivers people will be rewarded after this, including the Egbe Tokun, who is the acting APC chairman, as well as police IG in Nigeria. So if somebody says there will be consequences, that's what majority of us would like to see. There are some of us that probably will say it is not over until it is over, whatever that means, right? As some will say that with a Wike is not just going to disappear like that. He will continue to do everything to sabotage the government of Rivers State. He will continue to do as much as he can to sabotage the welfare of the people of Rivers State, because he's somebody with so much massive ego that I won't just walk away or go away just like that. So let me see if I can take this. My first caller this evening is a dear sister, Bimbola. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
It's you.
How are you?
I'm very well. Long time.
It's been a while.
I know.
Yeah.
I've just not been lucky to get you.
And I tried, but you know.
I know.
They're busy. Yeah, when it's busy.
Well, lucky for me tonight, you are the first caller. So.
So
you are here now,
so
yeah, let's have it.
Wike and Fubara thing. What do you expect? You know, me, I know that Wike. One thing I know about Tinubu is he's never going to let anybody be as powerful as himself. He will not. So, because if he wanted Wike to control Port Harcourt, he can do it. So, but you're not going to be. This is a mafia boss we are talking about. You're not going to be.
Actually, look at it from that angle, ma'am. I haven't.
No,
people have said that to me before. That Wike is just going to be like a puppet, and the puppet master and the puppet. That Tinubu will never let him kind of have that leverage that much. I never kind of seen it from that angle. Go on.
No, it's not gonna. Yeah. So he will put him where he wants him to be. That he can be used and be dumped whenever they want to. So that's it.
Right.
He's not gonna be that powerful.
So he won't give. So I won't be surprised if.
I won't be surprised if he's actually supporting Fubara underground, and you know what I mean. So
I do. I am actually now seeing it clearly now. Like, I mean, it's making sense too.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if they're supporting Fubara, codedly, So anyway, the issue about Nigerian corruption.
Yes, ma'am.
It's very, very deep. It is so I don't even know how we're going to begin to fix the problem. When this very dark man and this Bobrisky thing came up, and people were talking about a godfather here and there, like, this guy don't have a godfather.
Right.
For him to even go to jail for that kind of offense, that kind of ridiculous thing, they had no godfather anywhere. Nigerians throw words around without even knowing what the meaning of the word is. When you say godfather, you're forgetting that there is a God in that word.
That
that means somebody that is very powerful, very influential, somebody that can make things happen and make things disappear, you know. So he had to raise money to bribe EFCC for money laundering. Let's pause for a minute and think about it. If this guy was actually laundering money, who will he be laundering money for? Is it not for the politicians or the criminals? So when this EFCC now want to charge him for that, what do you think will come up with the money to get out of that charge? Is it not the people that it was laundering? Because they know that if the shit hits the fan, everybody gets splashed with it, right? So they won't want them to be exposed as well. So they will be the one to pay for that. And if there's a godfather somewhere, you don't even need to pay. It's a phone call, you know? Like the EFCC will just drop the charge. So I'm sure even for the prison thing, he raised money, just like he raised money to drop that charge of EFCC.
There's no real godfather anywhere.
Yeah. There is no godfather. He
Mm.
raised money to pay to live in a posh apartment. Those apartments are Airbnb apartments. And it's those prison officials that they have those buildings around there. So they just rent them to whoever can pay, just like those people were analyzing it. So there's no godfather anywhere for Bobrisky. You know, he may be living a make-believe lifestyle.
The EFCC said that there was never a time that they placed any ban on his bank accounts. That if he called his friends, right? If he called his friends for money, that probably he actually even lied to his friends just to get money by saying EFCC get money. That there is no record that they put a ban or place a ban on his. I mean, we haven't verified that. That's the defense of the EFCC. That they are not saying they collect money from his friends, right?
They actually charge him.
Go on, ma'am.
Yeah, they probably charge him for that offense, right?
Right.
The only reason they put it in is so as to extort money from him. You know, because if they want him to bribe them for this spraying of money, they're not going to get 15 million for that. They have to make the charge very heavy so they can, get a lot of money from him, the 15 million. So they put that charge there because, you cannot explain, because, Bobrisky will not be able to explain where he's getting money that he's spending and all that. I'm pretty sure maybe the men he's sleeping with are giving him money and all. So we know that. So he gets money. And it's international. So it's not only in Nigeria. He goes and do prostitution, get money, and so he cannot explain it. So they now have to put that charge of money laundering. But Bobrisky does not have that kind of deal to launder money for anybody. Because if he did, those people would have been the one. Yeah, they would have been the one to get him a lawyer or bribe EFCC so this thing can go away. So yeah. So, but EFCC, they don't have the evidence to prosecute him for that thing. They only put that charge there so they can extort money from him. So that's the thing. And what they even put that guy in jail for, we all know it's just to pacify the public.
Offense. I mean, it was meant to just go and do some community
pacify
service or
the
pay
public, just because of the outcry, and let's just shut them up. That was all they did. Even the guy himself said that he was thinking that at worst they will give him community service. Because that was what his lawyer told him. Like, this offense, they will give you community service or probation or something like that.
Just say you are guilty, and then
but because of the outcry now, they have to say, okay, go to jail for that, to make everybody shut up. So there's no Godfather anywhere. And in that this thing, very dark man, I like the that he's exposing thing. But one thing that I don't like in this whole scenario is he trying to get that 4 million back for that guy? Because we are talking about money laundering here. This is a crime against the nation. And somebody came to you, yeah. And somebody came to you and said he borrowed somebody money so that they can drop money laundering charge that is against him, and he wants the money back. You have contributed to the corruption by giving that loan to that guy. You are participating in this crime. So for you now to come to me and say you want them to pay you your money, that's a loan. A loan to cover up a crime. You are equally, culpable there. So that's one part of it that I'm like, okay, why would very dark man be, agitating for this guy to get his money back when he knew what they used the money for? If Bobrisky was laundering money out,
that's why you would expect those who should actually scrutinize everything enough. See what you have just done now. You have opened a different perspective on the entire conversation. Like, it's easier for people to kind of ask more questions and say, okay, right, that makes sense. I want to know more, rather than try to hush everyone to want to shut it or threaten this one to keep quiet and all that, which the whole thing has turned out to be.
Yeah, but the very dark man drove it to that stage that it is. You understand? In that audio, we all heard it. If he had just left that audio, you see that commentary he made after the audio was the thing that drove that thing to the Falanas and left the real crime of bribery and then not spending time in jail. Now focus to, the Falanas and so he made it that way, right? And when these people came out and said, okay, you need to retract what you said. It's defamatory to us. He should have done that the very next day. I was expecting him to come out and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I got carried away just by hearing your name and the way I respect you guys. By hearing your name come out in the Bobrisky's conversation, I just lost it. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And let it go. It would have, no, he didn't. He came back out. He doubled down. He tripled down. He was even insulting his sister.
That's their disagreement. They said that wasn't an apology
but
they wanted.
When he came, before they sued him, they gave him 24 hours.
Right.
They said, retract it in 24 hours. When he didn't, that's when they sued him.
He actually did. He said, I didn't. Hang on. He said, I did not intend to defame you. And I can't even do that. He did 2 videos, which I played on this platform. One for Pulse and one for the Uncle, as he was calling Femi Falana, Uncle Femi. But what they said was that that wasn't an apology they expected. They wanted him to put it in writing, right? And then
you could have just asked your lawyer to put it in writing. Just ask your lawyer to put. When we goofed, we goofed. Okay, you can be doing the right thing and you make a mistake. Everybody can do that. So when you understand that, just take it out. I expected that we should focusing on that particular crime itself. That is what is important. Look at the way he comported himself to when he went to the house. That I didn't expect. He turned it into a circus. I'm like, okay, are we doing comedy now? This is just comedic to me, And the way it even spoke to that woman, Congresswoman, no, please, it's a no. I didn't like that about the whole thing. You are doing a good thing. Yoruba man say, "Ingba mi, iyan le ma roju ayadre wa de jebi." It's the way you are presenting it and your action. Ole ma roju ayadre and you wa de jebi. So in this case, it's the way to fin change. òun ló jẹ́ kẹjọ́ yẹn kó dàrú ló wá di pé ọ̀rọ̀ Falana làwa ń sọ àsọ̀rọ̀ kinní mọ́, it's just testament, Yeah. So in my opinion, I think that was that I think happened. The corruption, EFCC, wọ́n fi charge EFCC just to get money from